So back to what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. And I've done this a little bit every single year on Magic Mondays at this time. I talk about the 8-8 Lionsgate, right? So I'm like, this is this information for me on Lionsgate. I have to be just totally transparent with you and let you know that this is research I do. Like, what is the Lionsgate? I'm seeing it in the higher consciousness community. What does it mean? What is it really about? So the last couple of years that I've talked about Lionsgate with you has really just kind of come from research and maybe a checking in with definitely checking in with my guides a little bit to like, what is this? But this year I was like, you know what? I really do want to understand what the 8-8 Lionsgate is. I have some friends of mine that are very great with astrology. I'm only, I'm a beginning student of astrology, right? So my friend Denise Stargazer, she is the bomb at it. Like, if you guys really want to know astrology, go check out Denise Stargazer because she knows her stuff, right? She is a goddess at it. For me, I listen to Denise, and I have another woman that I listen to, Elizabeth Peru, which I told you guys about. So what I want to do really quick is I just want to read you what came in about this other woman, Meg Benedict, and she has rituals and stuff that she will do around big energetic days. And so she writes about Lionsgate in a way that I thought was interesting, and I just want to share it with you. Again, this comes from a woman named Meg Benedict, okay? She says that, okay, Tuesday, August 8th, we step into the Lionsgate portal to set our intention and visions, and there will be increased magnetic potency. This is an empowering event, so take advantage of the Leo magic that is sprinkled on your Lionsgate intention. So hang on to that idea because we're going to talk about that a little bit more, okay? The Leo magic sprinkled on your Lionsgate intentions. Hold that thought for me, okay? Now, what I want to do is I want you to just read you this, and then I'm going to tell you what I checked in with my team to really figure out for me, what does this Lionsgate energy mean? And what do I want to give to you guys today as this week's takeaway about it? Okay, so back to Meg Benedict. We are celebrating the annual Zep Tepi Syrian Elders Lionsgate in the constellation of Leo and the royal star Regulus. While the Lionsgate portal is fully open, which will be tomorrow, intense diamond light waves stream from the great central sun through the blue star Sirius, our sun, and into the crystalline grid points of the Sphinx and the Great Pyramid of Giza. The Lionsgate portal is opening the universal heart. I do love this, the universal heart to all. As you open your heart in resonance with loving consciousness, you begin to hold the frequency of the Leo's brave heart. Now, I love that, you guys. So I really want to say that one more time, okay? As you open your loving heart, as you open your heart in resonance with the loving consciousness, divine consciousness, you begin to hold the frequency of Leo's brave heart. So isn't that beautiful? I love that language, right? So the ancient Egyptians celebrated the annual event when the star Sirius aligned with the Great Pyramid and with Sphinx, forming a frequency receptor of celestial light transmission. Leo represents the sun, the center of the solar system. Just as the sun radiates light through the cosmos, Leo enhances your ability to become a source of light in your own reality. As you step into tomorrow's Lionsgate, your star power is being activated. You have an opportunity to build and expand your inner super soul radiance, okay? Lionsgate magic surges on 8-8, and then I'm going to talk about 8-8. So 8-8, because I love numerology, this one I can talk about. 8-8 is really, whenever you see eights or you have eights in your life, in your world, eights are the sign of abundance, right? So that's why you'll see a lot of these prosperity, higher conscious people that are doing prosperity things, you'll see that they end in 8. So 888, those kind of things, that is a number of prosperity. So if you're seeing angel numbers and you're one who sees angel numbers, Ken, I'm glad you're on because Ken sees angel numbers all the time, and you see 8, 8 is a sign of prosperity, wealth, and money, right? So that's great. Now the infinity of 8, eight's here, right? So the center point is the now. It is the creation point of infinity. So if you turn the infinity sideways, which is sideways 8, which is the loop of infinity, the center point of infinity is the present moment. Okay. So that's really the cool part about it. So if you think about the present moment is the gateway. Okay. Okay. So now what I want to tell you is in my meditation, I wanted to ask my team, and I'm like, so what is the Lionsgate portal and what is it in clear language, right? So, like language that I can understand. I love the higher consciousness community, but sometimes we start talking about galactic, I don't know, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So sometimes there is, there's some language out there that is like, kind of out there sometimes, even for me. And I am so out there at times, right? So I asked my team, can you please explain what this Lionsgate 8-8 energy of today, because we're building to it, tomorrow because we're in it, and then the afterglow effects of 8-8. What does that actually mean? And here's what they told me, and here's what they told me to tell you guys. So if you go back to January 1st and you go back to my Magic Mondays about the year, I talked about numerology, that this is a 7-year. 7-year is a very spiritual year, okay? This is a year for you to really do inner work and then outer work and have it reflected, and then the outer work reflecting and mirroring your inner world. So because of that, I have done a lot of Magic Mondays about projection is perception, and perception is projection, right? I also talked about the overall theme for this year that was coming into me was as above, so below, which is one of my most favorite sayings, so much so that I'm really considering getting it tattooed on me for real. So as above, so below, as within, so without, right? That goes all the way back to Hermes Trismegistus, right? Back to alchemy and magic, they use the as above, so below. So this is an ancient concept that's been around. So what my team told me is the energies of this year is very much as above, so below, as within, so without, right? That is in NLP terms, right? That is perception is projection. That is also in very clever terms, right? That is your vibe attracts your tribe, right? In neuroscience, it's called your reticular activating system. And that means that what gets in the forefront, the frontal lobe of your brain, that your reticular activating system gets activated and you start seeing it everywhere. So, think about the fact that you want to get a truck, right? Or you want to get a new car. Well, let's say you want to get you get more specific and you want to get a red BMW. All of a sudden, it's because it's in your reticulating activating system and it's in your conscious mind, and your unconscious mind is like, okay, we want a car. Your conscious mind is like, we want a car, and you're working in harmony to get that red BMW. Your reticular activating system is going on, and all of a sudden you see red cars everywhere, right? Everywhere. It's like you see them on ads, you see them on TV, your best friend just bought a new red car, all of a sudden you're like, wow, the universe is really giving me signs that I need to get a red car, right? And it is, okay, because it's your dreams and your unconscious. So that is also another concept of as above, so below, as within, so without, okay? So my guides really gave me that this 8-8 energy is really an energetic portal that opens on 8-8. It's a master number builder because it's, it's like, it's 22, it's master number builder. When you add 8-8 and 2023, we're going to get that number 22 of a master builder number. And whenever we have days that are master builder 2022 numbers, it is all about foundation and really about setting a solid foundation. And it's just an energetic portal to say, look, there is something going on in the cosmos, right? So we got a lot of energy going on in the skies. We got Leo energy, we've got Braveheart energy, we got all this kind of energy going out in the collective consciousness. So if it's in the collective consciousness, it also could be in the internal, right? The sense of self. It can be in your consciousness. So as within, so so without, as within, so without, as above, so below. So tomorrow is a great energy channel that to take a little bit of extra time to connect into your higher self, connect into your spirit team, connect into the collective consciousness, and bring down the energy of the divine from the fifth dimension, bring it down, the energy of divine, into the third dimension, and really think about what are your aspirational dreams, what are your big dreams that you want to do, and then what are your physical dreams that you want to have. So let's just say somebody out there wants to be a professional speaker and wants to really go and be on the big stage and wants to be an inspirational, motivational speaker to thousands of people, right? That's a big aspirational dream. Well, one of the ways you can bring it down from the 5D and bring it into the physical 3D is to start acting as if you already are an inspirational speaker, right? Go out there, go to the Kiwanis thing, start seeing about getting on stages, getting in front of people. You know, you're not going to go from 0 to thousands. You've got to start somewhere, right? You've got to start taking action on your dreams and desires. You got to start taking action to manifest your dream life, right? So that means that you need to start getting speaking gigs. You need to go out there to maybe Unity churches. You know, you need to go to Kiwanis events. You need to go to those things so you can start getting comfortable speaking in front of people. And you tell the universe with very specific action, my dreams are real, and I know that I have a dream that is meant for me, and I'm going to take action on it, and I'm going to start doing it. Okay. So on the 8-8 portal, it's a great time to take that big aspirational dream of yours and really set some time to where you close your eyes, you go into quiet meditation, you really feel the desire of what you want, like really, really get clear and name it. I want to be an aspirational speaker. I want to be an inspirational speaker, and I want to eventually speak to rooms of thousands of people. So what does that mean? It means you get up on stage, you do a great talk, everybody's cheering for you, you know, they're feeling so motivated, you put them in that really great motivated state. So in your mind, you see it. You start seeing that happening. You see yourself on the stage. You see the audience looking at you in rapture. You see you up there hitting the points and doing what you need to do. You feel the energy in the room moving and going. And then at the end, you see everybody clapping, and there's just a room burst in applause, and you're standing there and all the limelight is coming at you, and you are realizing your aspirational dream. So those are the kinds of things my team said to tell you to do tomorrow. You know, if you can just pay attention, if you can carve out, you know, 15 minutes in your day tomorrow to really, you know, really do that work. You know what I mean? It's called future work, and it's like putting it in your future timeline and really do that work to figure out what it is that you want. Okay. So I'll just give you a personal example because I always bring it back to me. I've been slipping on my eating this summer. I've been traveling so much. We had family vacations, and I have been off my eating again, and I've been eating too many carbs. My body's not feeling very good, and I can feel it, and I'm feeling heavy, and I'm feeling sluggish, and I'm not doing what I want to do. So I did get to the gym. I mean, I'm still doing my basics, but I'm just feeling heavy because I'm not putting the proper amount of nutrition in my mouth the way my body wants to support it, right? The way my body wants to eat. So one of the things I'm going to do tomorrow in 8-8 Lionsgate is I'm going to take 15 minutes, maybe a half an hour in the morning, and I'm going to really reconnect to my health goals. I'm going to reconnect to my nutrition goals and my hydration goals, which, let me take a drink. Okay. This has some lemon water in it. So I'm going to really refocus on my aspirational goals of really being healthy and fit. And I'm going to do that thing where I'm going to act as if tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to act as if I am fit. I'm going to feel I'm fit. And then I'm also going to put in my future timeline, you know, this feeling again that I know and I have of just having abundance of energy, right? The weight's falling off of me. I have abundance of energy. I'm sleeping well, and I'm just at my top physical health. And that's what I'm using the Lionsgate portal for tomorrow. Okay. Okay. So that is my talk, my Love and Learn talk. Does anybody have any questions? You guys have been super quiet. I know now when you're super quiet that you're listening. So let me know if anybody has any questions. And I'm going to take a moment right now just to read through the comments, and then I'm going to switch over into doing cards. Okay, I'm going to do the card reading. So here we go. So let me go up and see. So Tracy George is here. Ken is 888. Let's see. Carolyn's here. She said her and Sherry are here together again. Thanks, you guys. See, I know you're here. I just get on a roll and then you're listening. And yeah, so Patricia, somebody said, hello, Patricia Pat, glad you joined. So Susan is so great. Susan is our welcome committee. Susan, and I say this, but Susan and Deborah, they are my beginning people. So any specific time tomorrow? That's a really good question, Ken. Let me look in what she said right now. So she's doing her activations tomorrow. She's doing them at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So she's saying that don't miss the golden opportunity at 12 p.m. Pacific time. I did not ask that question specifically, Ken, to my guides, like, is there a specific time for that? And this person who I follow, Meg Benedict, she's doing her activation at 12 p.m. Pacific. You guys, I actually have a really important meeting tomorrow. I didn't plan it for Lionsgate. It just worked out that way. It is really about something amazing for next summer, a really incredible idea that I had coming back off of this summer and making it happen. So that meeting for me starts at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow and should go about an hour and a half. So you guys keep your fingers crossed for me that my Lionsgate portal is the perfect time to be doing this really important business meeting. Okay. Ken, does it start today? Yes. So the energy of the Lionsgate, thank you, Ken. I'm so glad you're here. You keep me on track, and that is awesome. I really appreciate you, my friend. So for those of you who are energetically sensitive, you guys, this is important. I really wanted to tell you that. For those of you that are energetically as sensitive, you probably started to feel the Lionsgate opening of the portal and the energetic starting to build, because it's not like an elevator. It doesn't, or a magic thing. It doesn't just turn on the 8th. It actually builds. The energy starts building for you and it starts coming. So if you are energetically sensitive, you really could have started feeling this as early as Thursday of last year. I have to tell you, on Friday, I was out. In the morning, I was not feeling well. I was having physical symptoms. I was so dog tired. I slept well the night before. I mean, it almost felt like I was actually starting to get a cold, but I didn't feel sick. I just felt really, really lethargic. And yes, Ken made moon water. So, and it was also the shadow of the super moon last week, right? So we had the super moon last week, which was big, big, big energy. And at the end of the month, we have another super moon. So August has 2 super moons in it, the beginning and the end, and then the Lionsgate right in the middle of it, right? So I was feeling it on Friday. I actually had a friend of mine. She did an energy session, powerful, wonderful friend of mine. The thing I love when, like artists, we have artist friends, healers, you have healer friends. So a healer friend of mine did energy work on me on Friday, and I felt so much better. Like, she just got my sluggish. It was like I had congestion. So I had congestion going on in my pancreas and my liver, my left hand, and my female ovaries. And so I had just so much congestion, and she really helped blow out the congestion for me. And I was able, which was great, because I had a really busy Friday afternoon. I actually had an energy session I had to do, and a reading and a meeting and other kind of stuff. So thank goodness my healing friend came in and just helped me. So those of you that were energy sensitive, you could have had a hard Friday. You could have had a hard Saturday or Sunday. Today you could be feeling lethargic, right? Lethargic. So for those of you that are energy sensitive, Ken, listen up, okay? And Jesse, listen up too, you guys. Blue Moon Month, Jesse says. For those of you that are energetically sensitive, starting this afternoon and this evening, going into tomorrow, there's probably 2 extremes that can happen to you, okay? One, you're either going to get zinged, which means it's going to feel like you had a Red Bull, and you're going to get so motivated motivated, that you are just going to be like on fire, and you're not going to want to sit for 15 minutes tomorrow at any time and do the inner reflection, because you're just going to be like motivated. You're going to get, I call that getting zinged, energetically zinged. So you're either going to get energetically zinged. You may have a hard time sleeping tonight because of being energetically zinged, and you're going to have that happening tomorrow, okay? Or you're going to feel zapped. That's the other word for it. So zapped, like I did on Friday. You're just going to feel lethargic, tired, like, what is going on to me? Am I getting the flu? Is something coming on? Did I eat something wrong? Like, you're going to feel zapped with the energy. So it's very, for energetically sensitive, highly sensitive people, empaths, you're not really going to feel normal. It's just not going to happen, right? So you're going to probably feel one extreme or the other. So whether, during this time, the best course of action is self-care. Awareness is key, which is why I do the Magic Mondays, right? So awareness is key to this, and then just continuing to check on your energy throughout the day and just modulate your energy with breath. If you're being zapped, then go ahead and make sure you take time to rest. If you're being zinged, get that stuff done, but still make sure you take time to rest. Okay. About 90 minutes is about the best thing. You can really focus on something for 90 minutes, hard and straight through, and then it needs about a 15-minute rest break. Okay. So is it possible to channel a zing versus a zap? I'm sure, Ken, you can, once you become aware of what's going on, you can set your intention. Usually what happened to me on Friday, the reason why I got zapped, I wasn't aware. I was just doing my life, and I wasn't in a big awareness of my energy field. And so because I wasn't in awareness, I actually allowed myself to get zapped, right? So it was just a natural occurrence. And then once my friend did the energy work on me, we cleared the congestion. I felt better. And then I set the intention for a zing. So yes, you can make sure you get a zing by being aware and setting your intention for it, Ken. Great questions. I've missed you, my friend. I'm so glad to have you back. So great.